Hey friends, it's me, Calix. I'm not your average NB, and welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to I am working on a few chapters of the book right now. Like I'm reading A Guardian Angel for you guys. I checked, it's been literally a year since I last read, literally the last upload because I was checking through all my videos. The last upload was on February 2nd. I'm going to get a few chapters up this week. That's the plan anyway. I've already read 2 chapters and I want to do a 3 chapter upload. I don't know if that's going to be good for you guys, but if I do only 3 chapters, that means I can get it up either today or tomorrow, which would be my preference because it's been too long since I've been off YouTube again. Like, it's been literally almost a month and I wanted to come back sooner. I've just been going through a depressive episode since Christmas, well, not even since Christmas, since earlier. It's been, I don't know, a month and a half or something since I was having a depressive episode. Literally last night, I just was up late and I cried and I had like a quiet cry by myself because I, I I miss grandpa and also just like a bunch of other stuff and it's been yeah, so that's how my life has been going in case y'all were wondering. But that's just life living with depression and shit. So, whatever, it sucks. And sometimes I'll go through really bad periods, and sometimes things will be a lot better. Like, it's just the ups and downs and everything. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video about my thoughts on this year and hopes. And just so you guys know, I'm not scheduling anything. I'm not setting anything up to be like, okay, on this date, I'm gonna do this. And I'm definitely gonna do this year, and especially because I have some big stuff in the works. I actually have a couple of other projects that I'm working on, and I also have my writing at the same time that I want to put more focus on this year. My goal for this year is basically just to be more productive and do more. I want to do more YouTube for you guys, and hopefully at least once a week. And I want to do no guarantees or anything. And I also want to put more focus on my writing too because I'd like to get that done. And my goal right now is 40,000 words by I think April 1st. And so far I've got no words. So it's going great. But I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to set out some thoughts and ideas for this year. And nothing is set in stone because I don't want to make it set in stone. And the thing about that is I stopped doing schedule videos and deadlines and saying to you guys, okay, there's gonna be an upload today, there's gonna be an upload, Thursday or whatever. Like there's gonna be I don't want to do that because it'll literally be sorry. It'll literally be me telling you. And once I say that kind of thing, and once I set it up, I just feel like a lot of pressure to get it out. By that point, I feel and there's this thing that I recently found out about sometime last year, I think in the fall or maybe even the winter. It was really recent, but I found out about this thing called PDA, pathological demand avoidance, which is someone asks you you're gonna for instance you're gonna get up and do the dishes and then someone is like, hey, can you do those dishes, and suddenly you're you don't want to do it, and it's not just I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. It's literally a medic I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to explain it. There's no easy way to explain it. And also just I keep thinking about the fact that I want to do more reading this year, but putting more focus on my work is probably going to make that fall off too, because the more time I spend on my work, the less time I'm going to spend reading, and there's that, and I want to get some reading done every day, and that's complicated. And yesterday I didn't even read anything, so there's that, and it's just a whole thing. Like I think my longest reading streak was I don't know, 6 or 7 days in the last few months, and I want to make that more. I don't know. All I know is I started reading A Court of Thorns and Roses on I think December 25th, like the day, literally the day that I got it. Because I got it for Christmas. And not just the first book, but the entire series. I got the entire series. So I also just want to say that I want to do more. I have my second channel, which is all about reading and writing. I think the last time I uploaded on there was around the time I lost my grandpa, and I uploaded, like, videos about how many books I was buying because I think I put up a video that was like, "I went on a book buying spree to get over the fact that I lost my grandpa," or "I went on a book buying spree to deal with my grief," or something like that. Like, I just went to every possible book place. I mean, mostly it was, like, Value Village and stuff, just because I wanted to get some really cheap books and, ugh, new books are so expensive. It's exhausting. Anyway, I wanted to do more stuff on my reading and writing channel. I really wanted to read my journal. The only problem with that is my original journal is now in and I'm talking when I say my original journal, I'm talking about the one from like 2024 and 2025. It got put away in storage now, so I can't do that. So if I still have journals, I just they're later, so I don't know if you guys would want that, but it's like later 2025 and also now early 2026 as well. I can't believe it's 2026. I also can't believe it's less than 6 months until my birthday. Literally, like, on the 13th, which was a week ago. Yeah, on the 13th, it was only, exactly 6 months until my birthday. And I'm not talking, like, days or anything, I'm talking, like, months, because my birthday is literally on the 13th of July, so it was literally 6 months until my birthday. I also just have a lot of other stuff, and I still haven't shown off my Christmas haul. I think I wanna make that my next, my next video on my reading/writing channel, my second channel, which I'm just gonna call it my second channel from now on. Anyway, I'm gonna put that on my reading and writing channel hopefully soon, maybe even next week, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not putting deadlines and stuff on myself. I just upload something whenever I want to upload something. I'm just worried if I say it out loud or if I announce it to you guys that I'll feel a lot of pressure. Even though you guys don't pressure me, it's not like you guys are going to pressure me to upload it. I just feel a lot of pressure on myself. It's hard to explain. But basically what I wanna do for this year is I wanna focus a lot on my writing, but I also wanna focus a lot on putting, videos out for you guys. I'm still planning to get a part-time job. I'm gonna say that first. Like, I'm still planning to get a part-time job. At some point, I'm not putting as much effort into it because the actual things I needed my part-time job for, like, for example, paying my mom rent, um and also filling up Yahtzee's, like, vet fund, that's taken care of pretty much. There was this extra, like, government assistance thing that I could qualify for that's also, I think, a disability thing. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but point is, next month, I'm getting, like, this big lump sum. I'm not gonna say how much it is, but I am going to say I'm gonna say it's enough to, pay off the debt that I owe my mom because I still owe her some from, when I made those really bad decisions in, like, May, June, and July. Because pretty much right after I lost my grandpa, I spent, like, May making a lot of bad decisions, and then on July, I also made a lot of bad decisions, and a little bit in June too, and I ended up in a lot of debt to my mom, and when I say a lot, it's actually not that much when I say it out loud. I think I owe her about $150 still. It's just really complicated, and originally, I was just like, "Can we wait until I get my part-time job?" And it's been this really complicated thing that's just been weighing on me a lot lately, so anyway, the lump sum is going to be enough to pay back the debt I owe to my mom and also to fill up Yahtzee's vet fund and probably have some money left over for my birthday, so I don't even think I need to worry about it at this point. I'm just going to say that. I don't even think I need to worry about it. Like, it's not. And yeah, and then I get like an extra $200 a month, I think. So, and I'm paying my mom $100 a month in rent starting in March because it's pretty much that was what I was paying her during COVID, so it makes sense. And like I haven't been paying her rent because I kept like and I don't have the money, I don't have the money. I kept saying that and then, and anyway, I kept just not having the money and she kept saying, "Don't worry about it." So I just wouldn't worry about it. And um so I also want to just say to you guys that I hope to do more stuff on this channel. I don't know what everything is going to look like. I'm going to start recording videos for the summer soon, and the reason I'm doing it that way, I'm gonna put them all aside in a folder. Basically, I'm just going to record extra videos, and then I'm gonna put them aside in a folder with certain dates until I'm ready, until the summer comes along, and then I don't have to worry about stressing out my mom or like making a plan with my mom. It is pretty much impossible for me to record when she's home for a bunch of reasons that I'm just not going to get into. Also, just hang on. Else, I got a text from my friend recently. She's older than me, so anyway, she's a lot older than I am, but I met her at the grocery store. She works there, and we just became really good friends and started hanging out, like, not at the grocery store, like, we just started hanging out, and she's pretty awesome, so, um, yeah, and she sent me a text because she wants to hang out on Saturday, but that's the day me and my mom hang out together in the afternoon, obviously, so I just, like I don't know, man, I don't know. Anyway, so I have, like, some stuff basically what I want to do. I want to read and I want to work on my writing because I'm also hoping that I can start reading my writing again soon. Like I know I have In the Heart of Darkness aside. I also just have it like online on a web page. If you guys want, you can literally go check it out. You know what? I'll try and leave the link in the description below. Hopefully there will be hopefully I'm gonna remember to do this, but if you guys go look in the description below, there should be a link to my writing, specifically in the Heart of Darkness. I actually have a lot of writing on my profile, projects that I haven't like updated in years. And it's not because I abandoned them, but I'll get into that at a later time. But I definitely want to read In the Heart of Darkness. I want to let you guys know A Guardian Angel is going to be continuing to be uploaded on my main channel, but I probably anything else that I read in the future is going to be uploaded on my second channel because that channel is specifically for my writing and also readings and stuff. I haven't decided if I'm going to put Reddit videos on there. I might move Reddit videos to there. Like I might move my Reddit videos to there. I don't know if I'm going to like re-upload everything. That seems a bit excessive. I don't know. That is a thing I can do. I did do it at one point with like dozens and dozens and dozens of videos, and I think it was even in the hundreds because remember I like completely changed my channel and made a completely different channel, and then I just took down all my old videos from the old channel and uploaded them, re-uploaded them there. So yeah, I can do that. That's a thing that I can do. Anyway, so I have a Court of Thorns and Roses series, like I said, and I'm into the first book right now. I'm on page 254. I'm also working on a Guardian Angel for you guys. I really want to upload more of my writing for you guys, and I do have like a little well, it's technically a main project now. I just made it a main project. So I have two main projects and I don't know, some side projects. I know I haven't uploaded The Girl in the Bunny Hat for a while. I know I haven't because I haven't updated it. That's the thing. I haven't updated it. I haven't been writing it because I haven't really been writing anything. Like I have been really slacking on my writing pretty much feels like a decade now, and I'm probably right about that because at first I was having so much trouble because I was living with my sister and living with I was basically in the house with my mom and my sister because all three of us were living together pretty much until I was 25, so like 6 years. It was back in 2019. And anyway, I was living with my mom for a short time. Then I moved in with my sister because I'm not gonna get into the whole thing, but I moved in with her because I thought she was cool, and I mean, she is cool. I mean, like, she was acting nice to me, but pretty much before the ink was dry on the paper of our lease, she started being mean again, and, like anyway, that was a bad situation. I don't wanna get into everything, and, I will tell the story about my cat at some point because I got the cat and then I had to get rid of the cat because of the environment I was in. It was so unhealthy, and, anyway, COVID came, I moved back in with my mom, and I kept slacking on my writing, like, I never really got back on it, and I've pretty much been doing it ever since. So, yeah, about a decade now, I've been slacking on my writing. I'm also going to say I started In the Heart of Darkness when I was 15. Yes, I've been working on it for that long, for, like, 16 years now. It's been, like, 16 years, probably. maybe longer. I don't actually know. I also don't know when I'm going to finish it. It'll be whenever it is, but my hope is that putting more focus on my writing, is that putting more focus on my writing will make me more like productive. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and balance my YouTube channel and also my writing. I don't know. I'd like to put more focus into my writing, so I'm going to try and prioritize that if I can. I want to try and do both. That's the thing. I want to try and do both. I just don't know how well it's going to work with my plan and my productivity and stuff. I also want to mention both of these things are pretty good for my mental health, so it's not like it's draining to work on that stuff. I mean, it is a little bit, but it's also just really good for my mental health, and usually the goodness for my mental health outweighs like the little bit of draining because it's actually not that draining. This is stuff I enjoy doing. It's like really fun. It's not like a chore or something. Like it's not like, you know, oh, I have to eat a vegetable or I have to exercise or I have to do this thing or I have to run errands or whatever. Like running errands is draining. I hope I'm explaining it pretty well. And obviously, then there's the question of when I will move out of my mom's. The answer is I still don't know. Okay. I still don't know. So you guys are just going to have to be patient. I'm, I basically I've come around to the idea that I'm going to be stagnating here until I can just move out, until I can move out. Because that's all I can do. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I'm here, so I might as well just be okay with it and settle and just chill here. I also another thing I want to mention. So I was going through my storage recently, and that's probably going to be my last visit to my storage locker, at least for quite a while. Like at least until I'm ready for some new books. And that might not even be while I'm living with my mom, because here's the thing. Number one, I have a ton of books right now, and I'm obviously in the middle of a Court of Thorns and Roses series. So I'm going to finish that, and then I'm going to move on to some other book. I don't really know what. I'm focusing on this series right now. I do have a box of books that I specifically asked to be left at the front for easy access when my mom and I were going through stuff. I also got my boxes back from a friend's house, finally, which took forever because it's a really complicated situation, but it was a whole thing and I don't want to get into it right now, but I am going to say anyway, and yeah, so I have a ton of books here, and then I'm also going to be getting a lot of books for my birthday. Like my birthday is going to be I want some things for my birthday. Like I don't want it to be all about books, but my birthday is going to be very book centric. Basically, because I'm going to have my own money that I will have put aside for my birthday. So I'm essentially going to be spending it and buying my own stuff, and a lot of it's going to be books. Like, I'm very interested in getting books, and I found this really cool used bookstores. Well, there are actually a few of them in Toronto, but there's one specifically that I want to go to. And I'm gonna try. I know this is months away, but I will try and get some footage while I'm there, or at least some pictures. Like, I want you guys to see what I see. I'm really curious. And while I was, anyway, so just we went into storage, we did some stuff, we did some digging around. I was looking for some specific stuff. I didn't find most of it. Found some, I mean, I didn't find what I was looking for. I found some other stuff that I wasn't really looking for that just happened to be there that I was very interested in. My favorite Dean Koontz book was in there. I found the copy. I've read it a lot of times. So I ended up bringing that one back. I only ended up bringing back maybe 3 or 4 books, and one of them isn't even for me. It's for my cousin because literally digging around in there, the whole point was to look for a couple of my DVD box sets, specifically Adventure Time and Steven Universe. Like those were the ones I wanted when we went to that locker, and the whole point was to not bring back a bunch of books because I already had a lot of books. My bookshelf in my room is completely full, and I'm also talking to my mom about the possibility because I have a corner over there in the living room. Like I'm actually going to ask my mom to revisit the possibility of maybe putting a small bookshelf there or something. I don't know. I feel like I need more shelves to keep my stuff. because a lot of my stuff's on the island right now, and my mom said, "I don't want this thing to be used as a dumping ground anymore," and that was, like, 5 months ago. Guess what? Okay, and anyway, my point was, I found when we were going through storage, one of the main things I wanted to do because we brought back the boxes from my mom's friend's house, and there's a book in there that I literally wrote when I was 12. Yeah, I wrote a book when I was 12, okay? Based around these specific Kinder Egg toys, and it's like, um if you guys remember the, little Cybertop collection, comes with, like, a little space mouse, and there's a girl space mouse, and there's this, like, alien girl or whatever named Cadavera, I don't know. Like, just look it up, trust me, you're anyway, I literally just taped, a picture of the I like, this was a thing that I did often, this wasn't like a one-off. I didn't write them down, but I did make more stories, like, I made, one oh my favorite Kinder Egg toy was a little green and yellow kangaroo that I named Hoppy that I think is from the Flintstones. Anyways, I lost him in a toilet paper roll, long story, but basically I would make a little story about him just going around the world, and there was also this, like, rat motorcycle gang that I made a story about, like, that they seemed like the bad guys at first, but they're really just here to perform justice or something. Those were the ones that I didn't write down, but the Cybertop series was the one that I did write down. It started out as one book, but then I made a sequel where Cybertop has this cousin and they hate each other, and his name is Ronnie. And yes, I named his cousin after my grandmother. Anyway, so they hate each other, but then Ronnie go ends up in the like world, basically inside like if you go inside electric sockets, there's like this big space world inside. There's like this big world and there's bad guys and they're fighting and stuff. It's hard to explain, like I'd have to do a complete breakdown. I'd have to do a complete breakdown. And I am planning to do that with a lot of my books. Like, I'm going to do breakdowns of certain chapters and I'm going to do breakdowns of the books as a whole. Like, I'm probably going to separate them into parts because just sitting around doing an entire breakdown of a book. So, anyway, I found just doing an entire breakdown of a book is going sorry, I'm all scattered today. Doing a breakdown of a book, like doing a breakdown of the entire book is going to take ages and like a lot of energy and effort. And here's the thing, I don't even have the full book. I found some bits and pieces when I was in my storage locker. So it started out as one book and then it turned into two books and then it became a three-book series and I never finished the third book because I started it when I was 14, 15. I started it very shortly before me and my sister got thrust into foster care, and I just never ended up finishing the series. So that's a bit of Calyx lore for you guys that when I was 15 me and my sister went into foster care. I've told you this story before, but you probably didn't know I was in the middle of a book and the only reason I stopped writing it is because me and my sister were thrust into this situation that I had no idea how to deal with, and my number one priority was protecting my sister, keeping her safe, and just keeping everything together to try and figure out what was going on in her family situation. And the only reason CPS even got called was because I had these amazing high school friends who I skipped class with them one day and I talked to them about the situation, and the next day, CPS came. That is what happened. That is precisely what happened. And I told them, like, don't tell anybody. So if my dad got mad at me because he found out that I told, I would have some kind of cover. And yes, it probably wouldn't have done much. I realize that now, but it was the best I could do at the time. I never saw those friends again, sadly. And it was crazy because they helped me the most in my life. They did the thing that no one else would do, and I didn't even get to tell them thank you. Okay, I just went off on a tangent, but back to my hopes and what's going to be going on my channel. So anyway, I found parts of the story. I found parts of the series. I think I found some parts that are from the third book. I wanted to eventually put the series together and finish it, but that probably will not happen until I'm in my new place and I can unpack literally everything that's inside that storage locker right now because I'm going to be unpacking, I'm going to be sorting everything, and I'm going to be deciding what I'm going to continue working on and which projects I'm going to scrap. Because, yes, there are plenty of projects that I scrapped because the ideas were just stupid or I wasn't as invested in them. And there was one idea that I even scrapped because it connected to another book in a way that would completely change the story, and I had to decide which series I wanted to go ahead with. I had to decide if I wanted to change the story that drastically, and I did not end up keeping the series. I ended up scrapping it so I could do what I wanted with the other story so that I wouldn't be restrained by this series being attached to the other series. And I will explain that at some point on my writing channel, maybe even this year. I really want to get more into my writing channel too. I'm hoping to do at least one upload a month starting this month, and I think I'm going to start with all the books I got for Christmas and maybe even before Christmas because I bought a lot of books since I did my last update, which was about my book shopping spree because my grandpa died. So I bought a lot of books since then, and I feel like I need another update video because I literally cannot stop buying books. I just put myself on a book buying ban until my birthday because I need to stop and I need to save those book slots for my birthday. The series I know I want for sure, and the big series I'm going to be going for this year. Because for my birthday, it was the Folk of the Air series. For Christmas, it was A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I got, both of which I got. And now, for my next birthday coming up, I think the big one I want to go for is Throne of Glass, which is also a Sarah J. Maas series because I love A Court of Thorns and Roses so much. And yes, I'm only on the first book, and everyone says the first book is the worst one. So if it only goes up from here, I'm freaking pumped. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what they do with the next book. Um, Anyways, before I do that, I want to quickly go back to the Cybertop series and say I am going to try and do some kind of breakdown of the chapters and the book and like the series as a whole at some point. I have no idea if that's going to happen, if that can happen this year, or if that's going to wait until I'm in my new place. I might be able to do a breakdown of parts of it. The other thing is, I lent part of it to my uncle so he could read it, and that was like forever ago, and now I haven't got it back because I've asked him several times for it. I think he's even said that he looked for it and he couldn't find it. So like I don't know when that's going to pop up. I will keep trying to get it from him. That's the best I can do because I want to get the entire series. That's the thing. I want to get the entire series together. I want to edit it. I want to at least like type up and edit the first two books because it's all on paper right now. I want to get it digital. I want to write it up like I have with my recent books. Like I In the Heart of Darkness is all like typed and written up to the point that I stopped working on it. And that was last year at some point. Like I wasn't working on it anymore. I think because part of it was missing and then I found the missing part. And so my plan is to work more on it this year. But basically with the Portal of Fantasy, it's a lot more difficult because number one, it's all on paper and it's scattered all over. Like the series the first book I contained within two like of my school notebooks. So I think one of the notebooks is the one that I have here and the other notebook is at my uncle's place. The rest of the series, though, is mostly on loose paper, and I should have put it all like in a binder. And I'm pretty sure I did put a large part of it in a binder, but I did find a lot of loose papers with like character names and plot points that I recognized on it when I was going through storage stuff. So there's that. but I just wanna get it all written up, and I would love to read it to you guys at some point, even though I just find it so, like, weirdly cringe to read my own work. Like, I just cringe every time. Like, even when I was a kid, my mom ended up reading part of my, book to me and my sister, and I just felt like it was so cringe just hearing it out loud. Because I basically, like whatever. I wanna get the whole series, and I wanna get it written up, and then I wanna get it edited, whether it's doing it by myself or, like, hiring an editor, which I might do when, well, I can't say, but, I might hire an editor at some point. Let's just leave it at that. There, because yeah, there's this thing going on that I can't really talk about right now. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about it, so I just try and say as little about it as possible. I'll tell you guys after it happens. Don't worry. I'll give you guys an update, like, after everything's finished. I'm definitely gonna tell you guys after everything's finished, but I'm also gonna say it might take a long time, like a couple years. Hopefully, it won't take that long, but we shall see. Don't worry, I'm gonna check back with you guys after, like, it's all over. So, yeah, that's all the stuff I wanna do this year, and I also wanna give more, like, writing breakdowns of my chapters and my characters and stories and plot points and various things like that, and also one thing I really wanna do, I have to write this up first, but I want to do another update to I'm the parent to a bunch of stuffed animals. I haven't done that one in a while, and there's been some really crazy updates, and I actually have more coming. So hopefully I can get it done. I want to try and do it next month, but please don't hold my feet to the fire on that because holy crap, do I also want to pay attention to my writing. I am going to try and manage this balancing act. And also, I have no idea when I'm getting a part time job. I have no idea what my schedule is going to look like after that. It depends a great deal on what my job is like and when I'm working and stuff. I will continue talking to you guys throughout the process, like throughout applying to jobs, throughout getting a job, throughout training, throughout actually having my job, like all of that stuff, because I am way closer now to getting a job than I ever was. And I have no idea when the movie theater is going to be hiring again, but I'm definitely going to continue applying there like every single time until I can get a job, until I get a job there. Or the thing happens that I need to happen so I can move forward with my life money wise. Anyways, I really need to go to the bathroom and I want to get this third chapter finished. I want to get this upload today. Hopefully I can get this upload today. Uh, and I'll probably get a guardian angel either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not going to guarantee it for today. I'm gonna say I'm gonna try, okay? I'm gonna say I'm gonna try and get it today. No guarantees. Anyway, I love each and every one of you guys. Please don't forget to always be yourself. Um, don't forget you are valid. Don't forget to be good to yourself and to others. And I will see all you guys in the next video soon. Goodbye.